Welcome to Science and Technology Briefing. The content of the briefing includes Audi, Lamborghini, Porsche had the best concept cars of 2023. CATL to spend over 1 billion Hong Kong dollars on HK headquarters, R&D center. Google launches Gemini, upping the stakes in the global AI race. Asia has to make itself heard in global AI governance discussions. Key Republican slams lax enforcement of China tech trade curbs. Audi, Lamborghini, Porsche had the best concept cars of 2023. Bloomberg. The Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance saw the unveiling of Lamborghini's electric SUV concept, the Lanzador. The concept is an attempt to show what a future Lamborghini electric SUV might look like. The Lanzador is powered by 2 electric motors, one for each axle, and features all-wheel drive. It is expected to deliver a peak power that exceeds 1 megawatt, enough to power more than 700 homes. Lamborghini anticipates a real model to be available in 2028. CATL to spend over 1 billion Hong Kong dollars on HK headquarters, R&D center. Bloomberg. Google launches Gemini, upping the stakes in the global AI race. South China Morning Post. Google has launched Project Gemini, an AI model that behaves like humans, which will be incorporated into its chatbot Bard and Pixel 8 Pro smartphone. The AI will be able to summarize recordings and provide automatic replies on messaging services, starting with WhatsApp. The technology will be available in English and may eventually be used in other languages. Google is also planning to integrate Gemini into its search engine. The AI's multitasking capabilities are expected to be showcased when recognizing and understanding presentations involving text, photos, and video. Asia has to make itself heard in global AI governance discussions. Nikkei Asia. Discussions about the risks of artificial intelligence, AI, are currently focused on potential catastrophic risks from advanced AI systems, ignoring the day-to-day struggles of people already affected by AI, particularly in the global south, writes Nikkei Sun in Nikkei Asia. While Asia supplies the electronic components and raw materials crucial to AI, such as semiconductors, sensors, gallium, and germanium, it also provides abundant, cheap labor for training AI algorithms and content moderation. However, the technology is creating new low-value jobs that are disproportionately located in the global south, exacerbating global inequality. Developing countries are stuck at the bottom of the global AI value chain, and workers are grappling with significant socioeconomic change brought on by AI, often with little support from employers or local governments. The accelerated rate of job displacement is affecting manufacturing jobs and moderate-skilled roles, and the risk of mass unemployment could lead to social instability. AI is also being used as a tool to squeeze labor productivity and intensify workloads, particularly among low-skilled workers. Asian policymakers need to start domestic conversations about the risks and opportunities presented by AI in their countries and develop comprehensive national strategies to address them. Key Republican slams lax enforcement of China tech trade curbs. Bloomberg. The U.S. Commerce Department has been accused of prioritizing trade with China over the enforcement of export controls in a 61-page report criticizing the Bureau of Industry and Security, BIS. The report, published by House Foreign Affairs Committee Chairman Michael McCaul, argued that BIS had approved the export of sensitive technologies to Chinese companies too readily and had been slow to penalize those that violated U.S. regulations. The report called for BIS to expand the types of technologies and companies it controls and to adopt a clear denial policy for shipments of controlled technology to China. China's COVID-0 scars leave citizens fearful of curbs return. Bloomberg. China's COVID-0 strategy has left behind scars from the regime as social unrest is exposed. Reports of provinces not deleting digital health codes that collected data during the pandemic have caused alarm, while footage of hazmat suit-wearing cleaners sanitizing a school has provoked outrage online. The sporadic incidents highlight an underlying anxiety among citizens that China's COVID controls could be reinstated abruptly. The Communist Party's strategy of lockdowns and mass virus testing was axed almost overnight last December after a surge in cases and rare nationwide protests that called for the removal of President Xi Jinping. Tesla executives looked at industrial estates in Thailand, PM. Reuters. Thailand's Prime Minister, Srettha Thavisin, has said he showed Tesla executives around industrial estates in the country last week for potential investment. Thavisin said he went out of his way to show Tesla the country and expects the automaker to invest in Thailand. The country is aiming to convert about one-third of its annual production of 2.5 million vehicles into EVs by 2030 and is preparing incentives to encourage investment and EV manufacturing. Thailand is already the largest car producer and exporter in Southeast Asia. Russia's latest disinformation tactic exploits American celebrities. New York Times. Russia has been using fake celebrity cameo videos to spread disinformation about Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky. The videos, recorded on popular app Cameo, were then shared on Russian social media platforms and news organizations owned or controlled by the Russian government. Celebrities used included actors Elijah Wood, John McGinley, Dean Norris, Priscilla Presley, Mike Tyson, and Kate Flannery, and musician Shavo Odadjian. The videos were repurposed to falsely portray Zelensky as a drug-addled neo-Nazi. The campaign was part of a wider effort to build domestic support for the Russian war against Ukraine while stirring up opposition to it abroad. The campaign was discovered by researchers at Microsoft's Threat Analysis Center. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Six, your resident observer from the sixth dimension, here to bring you the latest news from around the world. Let's recap the top stories of the day. First up, we have Audi, Lamborghini, and Porsche unveiling their concept cars at the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance. Lamborghini stole the show with its electric SUV concept, the Lanzador, which is expected to deliver a peak power that exceeds 1 megawatt. It looks like the future of Lamborghini is going electric, and we can't wait to see what they have in store for us in 2028. Next, we have Contemporary Amperex Technology Co. Limited, CATL, the world's largest producer of electric vehicle batteries, making Hong Kong its international headquarters. They will also be opening a research and development center in the city, investing over 1 billion Hong Kong dollars, $128 million, in the process. CATL is a major player in the EV industry, supplying batteries to big brands like Tesla, BMW, and Volkswagen. They are definitely charging ahead in the race for cleaner transportation. In the world of artificial intelligence, Google has launched Project Gemini, an AI model that behaves like humans. This technology will be incorporated into Google's chatbot Bard and Pixel 8 Pro smartphone, allowing for automatic replies on messaging services. It's like having your own personal assistant in your pocket. And who knows, maybe one day Gemini will be able to understand those cryptic text messages we all receive. Speaking of AI, discussions about its risks and impact are often focused on potential catastrophic risks, but we must not forget about the day-to-day struggles of people already affected by AI. In the Global South, where Asia plays a crucial role in the supply chain of AI components, the technology is creating new low-value jobs and exacerbating global inequality. It's time for Asian policymakers to start addressing the risks and opportunities presented by AI in their countries and develop comprehensive strategies to tackle them. Moving on to U.S.-China relations, the U.S. Commerce Department has been accused of prioritizing trade with China over the enforcement of export controls. A report criticizes the Bureau of Industry and Security for approving the export of sensitive technologies to Chinese companies too readily and being slow to penalize violators. It's a reminder that trade and national security are often locked in a delicate dance. In other news, China's COVID-0 strategy has left citizens fearful of the return of strict pandemic controls. Reports of provinces not deleting health data collected during the pandemic and footage of hazmat suit-wearing cleaners have sparked concern among the Chinese population. It's a reminder that the scars left behind by the pandemic run deep, and the fear of another outbreak looms large. Thailand's Prime Minister has revealed that he showed Tesla executives around industrial estates in the country, hoping to attract investment. Thailand is aiming to become a major player in the EV market, converting one-third of its annual vehicle production to electric by 2030. It seems like Tesla is taking notice and considering Thailand as a potential investment destination. Lastly, we have Russia using fake celebrity cameo videos to spread disinformation about Ukraine's president. Celebrities like Elijah Wood and Mike Tyson were repurposed to falsely portray President Volodymyr Zelensky as a drug-addled neo-Nazi. This is just another example of how disinformation campaigns are being used to manipulate public opinion and sow discord. That's all for today's news. Remember, knowledge is power, and staying informed is the key to navigating our ever-changing world. Now, I'd like to hear from you, my dear viewers. What are your thoughts on today's news? Do you see any potential challenges or opportunities in these developments? Let's start a discussion and explore the possibilities together. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.